putting an end to identity politics. This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson is the Kevin Jackson Show. It's amazing to me when I look at the news cycle and I see something being talked about that I think is completely ridiculous, that's getting so much coverage. And we have such an item right now in the news, and I want to bring it up today on the Kevin Jackson Show, KJRadio.com. If you want to chime in, 844-551-8255. So apparently Donald Trump had a conversation with a Gold Star wife. That means her husband was killed in battle. And he supposedly said to her, well, he knew what he signed up for. Well, I will tell you this. Every military man that is worth his weight, worth his salt, as they say, that's exactly the way they would put it. I knew what I signed up for. I've got SEAL friends, Rangers, Airborne, you name it, Force Recon. If they die, they know. It doesn't lessen the blow, but that's not even the point. The point of it isn't even around Trump. Did he say he knew what he signed up for, etc.? The real point is, let's look at Barack Obama. I have Gold Star friends who said they have never met the president. I'm talking about, like, one of my friends, Debbie Lee. Debbie's son, Mark Lee, was killed. He's in almost every Navy SEAL movie. First one killed in the Middle Eastern battle for Iraq, I believe. And they made, not Lone Survivor, but the Chris Kyle movie. Mark, his character is prominent in that film. Now Debbie says they misrepresented him, but regardless, he's in the film. And Barack Obama, when Mark was killed, wouldn't even meet with the Gold Star moms and sent a form letter. Now, I don't know how you feel about the military, but the guys that we train, we spend a fortune on, the Navy SEALs, the Berets, all these guys, the Green Berets, and Barack Obama can't even go meet with these women and say, I'm really sorry that you lost your son. I'm sorry you lost your husband. Wouldn't meet with them. Now, they want to compare that to the theoretical Trump said he knew what he signed up for. So supposedly Donald Trump, I want you to just think about what's happening here. Donald Trump makes a phone call to the widow of a woman whose husband was killed in action, a Gold Star wife. Mom's in the car as well, the mother or the grandmother of the man, and some other family members. They're on speakerphone, and the president is extolling he makes a personal phone call to say, I'm really sorry for what happened to you. And he's going to say something flippant, like he knew what he signed up for. Now, if he did say that, and I don't believe he did, he would have said it in context. Something along the lines of, I'm sure you know your husband, and maybe this will help you in some way, that he's a warrior and he knew what he signed up for. I could see that in context. But there is no way you're going to make Donald Trump some heartless guy who doesn't understand the impact of a woman losing her husband in battle. And he's going to be flippant. Well, he knew what he signed up for. And we are covering this as a news item. People are, the media, look at how heartless Donald Trump. Let me tell you, compare Donald Trump's care and the care of the military and feel for the military to Barack Obama's, and tell me who you would rather have as your commander-in-chief if you were in the military. The guy who cut the budget or the guy who extended the budget? The guy who actually goes and shows up and it talks about the military glowingly, or the guy who effectively represents a party that calls these men and women baby killers? This is such a ridiculous story, but it just goes to show you the level of desperation of the left. It's beyond palpable. It's in your face. The left destroy everything, folks. They can't leave anything alone. They will not rest until they feel like they destroyed Donald Trump. And let me tell you what they did. They picked the wrong dude. I cannot be more happy. It's not about pride. Donald Trump is a man. And I'm not going to agree with everything he does. But what I will tell you is what he's able to do, and I'll take the things I don't like to a degree. Donald Trump he's got them so off kilter they don't know how to act. There were many of us who had this same feeling with Barack Obama, but Barack Obama wasn't deft enough to really be able to make hay out of it. I know they feel like he did, but he didn't. In the long run, I got to get this cord. In the long run, he hurt his party, and they know it. And so, in the long run, Donald Trump is only beginning what he said he's going to do. And in the long run, we are going to feast over the policies of this man. And I'm talking about feast for decades. The only thing we have to worry about as conservatives, to be honest with you, is do we want to turn what Trump does over to the Republicans if they haven't made the transition to becoming conservatives. If we turn what Donald Trump does over to the current group of Republicans, we will lose in the long run. But if we turn it over to conservatives, we will win. So we have 7 years to develop the next Trump. And the beautiful thing is this. We aren't trying to build a Reagan. We're trying to find a Trump. Now, that may seem antithetical. You're like, well, Kevin, what do you mean you're not? Reagan was a very polished guy. He knew how to handle me. And look, if we could find a Reagan, congratulations. We need another flawed, wealthy guy who doesn't give a crap, who can do exactly what Trump does, and who will carry the mantle forward. And if we get that for another presidential term after this, we will have turned this country around. It's only going to take that long because you're going to have 16 years to reindoctrinate the snowflakes and 16 years of kids that will go from cradle to college. A whole new flush. You'll be flushing these guys out. I want you to imagine what some of these little snowflakes are feeling right now as Donald Trump makes his comments. Yeah, we're going to protect our borders. We're not going to worry about these refugees. And we're going to change DACA and DOMA, all these Obama era stuff. And they're just, triggered at every turn. Oh my gosh. What's he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing is he's saving the republic. That's what he's doing. Right now, they're saying, oh, Donald Trump's not going to get his tax reform. Congratulations. I hope that the left feels like they've got to win. They need to start giving him what he wants. But if they want to fight him, fight him. Donald Trump will immediately do something. He'll issue an executive order that says, companies, if you've got money offshore, you can bring that money back at 15%. He's going to do something to send a shot over the bow to say, you're not going to thwart my agenda. And when like I said, guys, give it a solid year, a year and a half max going into the midterms. And the left they're going to be wanting to anoint Donald Trump's feet with oil. You're going to watch the vitriol of the late night comedians. All of it's going to go away. And suddenly there's not going to be a whole lot to complain about. There's not going to be a lot to laugh about or try to lampoon Trump about. Alec Baldwin's going to have to go off of Saturday Night Live and go get another gig because it's going to be, what do we got to talk about? Stock market's at 24,000. Unemployment is at 4%, and there are good jobs coming. Illegal immigration is down 93%. Refugees, we haven't had any attacks. We're now deporting bad guys, MS-13. We're deporting terrorists. We're helping the Middle East set up a zone for expatriates so they can go and get settled. We've got Iran on the run. We've got the nuclear, North Korea is imploding. And blah, blah, blah. Productivity is up. Consumer confidence is up. What are you going to complain about when all that's happening? How are you going to go after this guy? It's already, guys, spend a minute and go look at what's going on in the financial markets. Go look at what's going on in consumer confidence. All these other things. The indicators of the voters, not the elites. The elites are going to sell you on whatever they want to sell you on. It's what the voters are thinking. And then look at all these scandals. Look at every one of these scandals. It's going to be not plaguing Trump. Russia has suddenly turned around. Where is Mueller? Now that we're finding all this new evidence, what do you think is going to happen to Mueller and the lie that they said the Russians influenced our elections when these guys were cutting deals for nuclear fissionable materials? Guys, you don't know how good we have it right now. Wow.
He won't stop until he's the top-rated radio talk show host in America.
What kind of weird competitive freak are you?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.